Do you avoid squats in the gym? Whether it's elbow pain, bicep pain, shoulder pain, or just intimidated to get on a squat bar, especially if you're not familiar with one like this, a transformer bar, sometimes known as a safety squat bar, or that weird squat bar with handles. Well, if you're avoiding it and you prefer to get most of your leg training in with not worrying about jeopardizing your spine, you're probably stuck here on a leg press. Very common to be uncomfortable trying to squat in the gym. I'm no longer worried about my lack of shoulder mobility or elbow mobility, elbow pain, bicep pain, all these things plaguing my squat. It's also just more comfortable because I'm in an upright position, so I can be more confident in my squats. Not only is it safer, but let's make squatting fun again. Whether you're a seasoned veteran squatter or just trying to get in shape in the gym, this is not fun. Squeezing myself, trying to get into the optimal position. I feel it in my hand, my wrists, my elbows, my bicep on this side. It's just not that comfortable. Everything feels tight, but not comfortable. We slide up and down. No pun intended, it's literally easier to harder. You have 4 settings. Pin here. This is what makes this bar so much different than any other safety squat bar or squat bar with handles. Let's take it all the way forward to a goblet squat to start. Well, we all know our traditional goblet squat. Grab a kettlebell, maybe a dumbbell, upside down, right side up, doesn't matter. Hold it close to ourselves and we'll squat. For a lot of people, this is a pain-free squat or a very unintimidating squat. I can load 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, how many ever hundreds of pounds here that I want to squat with, and it's literally going to be up front and out in front of me, which will help me stay much more upright when I squat. Let's jump over to everybody's famous front squat. I want to get more development in my quads or the front part of my legs. I'll switch this one to middle hardness here. And once again, notice the comfort, right? When I walk this bar out, you can see from the side, this bar is probably sitting pretty well right on the front part of my shoulder. The problem with a traditional front squat, again, can be intimidating for some, but the mobility issues and the demands. This is just not a very optimal or comfortable position. And even if we start here, as things get heavy, we're usually gonna start dropping those elbows and it's gonna lead to a failed rep or us just not being able to complete more workload. We'll jump into more of a traditional squat, a back squat, high bar, or low bar. I can adjust this for ease one more time. And now when we peek from the side, that bar is very close to where I would put a bar in a high bar back squat position or a low bar back squat position. Mechanics might change a little bit in how much I fold over in my squat, but it's still a very safe and comfortable squat for me to perform. All right, now let's talk a little bit more about the benefits of actually squatting instead of just getting your leg training in with the belt squat, leg press, quad extension, hamstring curl, those other machine type things. We can change the settings. We can change the leverages and where that load is placed on our body. So if we want to feel a little more quad, more front of the leg, we can swing that pitch forward to challenge that part of our body more and our core as well. You can see here how much more comfortable that is. My lack of shoulder mobility is no longer causing a problem in my squat, as you'll see when we step over to a straight bar. Now, you don't have to be a professional athlete or powerlifter to squat in the gym, but one of the problems we see in the gym a lot is people either too tight and they're rounded forward, or because of that mobility issue, they grab wider on a barbell, but they're still slightly rounded in that upper back. That starts to pitch the weight forward in a less than optimal position. That's why a lot of people stick away from straight bar squatting and just go to that leg press, to that quad extension, body weight squats, walking lunges, things like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting your leg training in the gym with body weight, with machines, with other things, but that takes away from demands of the core and axial loading. So axial loading is literally gravity pushing straight down on our spine. As we age, everybody needs bone density and a healthy core and spine. You won't get that as much in a leg press. So very, very important to get a bar that helps your mechanics to make you squat better for your positions and gives you some of that load on your spine, challenging your core. If your gym doesn't have one of these, you should encourage them to get one. If you're starting your own garage gym or a gym yourself, this is the ideal squat bar for almost everybody in the world. The straight bar was invented. We were doing weightlifting or Olympic lifting, right, that you see in the Olympics. If this was the design of the first squat bar, every gym would have one and it would become standard. So if you're not a weightlifter, a CrossFitter, or a powerlifter, most of the world isn't, even professional athletes of MMA or boxing, golf, football, the list can go on and on and on. There's no reason we're jamming ourselves onto a straight bar anymore, beating up all those pain points that we talked about. Just getting a bar like this, a beautiful transformer bar, it's gonna help you find your optimal position and squat more confidently.